Okay, we are going to start it in this position where I always start classes, but before we go to a child's pose, we're going to sit here in hero's pose because we're going to get a nice stretch right here on the very top of the feet. So it's going to be some work also for the ankles as well. And if this hurts, remember you can roll up a towel and put it right here under your feet. So we're going to do a couple of variations here. We'll go to child's pose to take a few moments as well. But for now, I want you to relax it in here. And if you can drop your feet open a little bit wider and let your bottom drop through. Just sit here and take a few moments to breathe. Draw the shoulder blades down the back. Close the eyes. Palms up on your legs. Deepen the breath. Take these first few minutes just to deepen your breath and to become present in the moment. Remember, big inhales, big exhales. Ujjayi breathing, it becomes our timekeeper for the class, our metronome. So just breathe, inhale, exhale slowly through the nose. And now I want you to stretch it out in the child's pose. Drop your forehead to the floor and just stay here for a few moments. And then slowly bring it back up to hero pose. We're going to do now a variation of that hero pose. We're going to dig our toes into the mat and we're going to sit back on. We're going to crunch our toes a little bit because what's going to happen is we're going to get that settled in, and when we release, we are going to have blood, fresh blood flow going into those areas. So I know this is, it doesn't feel too good on a few of my toes, but just breathe deeply, hang out with it. And then you're going to release. Let the toes go back. And we're going to do that one more time. And then we're going to take it up. And again, crunch your toes. And release. Sit on your heels. Now from here, we're going to take it up and back into a down dog. Another great stretch under the feet. So coming up on your toes, push it back. Remember, we're going for an upside down V, not a soft in. So push it back. If your heels don't hit the floor, it's no big deal. That just means, yep, they don't hit the floor. So have the heels behind the feet. Root your heels down. You're going to feel it not only stretch into your legs, but into your feet, stretching out the entire foot. And drop to your knees. And again, go to hero pose, stretching out the tops of the feet. And again, back into a down dog. Toes into the mat, bend, coming up, push it back, deepen the breath. And then from here, I want you to walk it in a little bit, and you're going to come to a squat. I'll turn forward. Now, when you get into a squat, people are always talking about this. Let me turn sideways a little bit. You can see better. You want to make sure that you stick your bottom way back, open up your feet wide. Okay. And now some people have to balance on their toes because they may not be able to get all the way flat down. So notice I'm sticking my butt way back, and then I'm going to sit deep, and then I'm going to work on keep my feet forward, and I'm going to bring my hands together in prayer, push my palms together, and then push my elbows into my knees as my knees push into my elbows. So we have that tension going on. So stay here and breathe. Now if you're on your tiptoes and you're balancing, holding, That's fine, just your body will respond, your body will open, you just have to let it happen. And then you're going to put your fingertips to the floor and you're going to bring it up to a standing position. Now, from here, we're going to open our legs up. We're going to do an extended side angle. We're going to work on our feet, stretching our feet again, then we're also going to be doing a couple others. So from here, we're going to make sure we keep our foot flat. Now, I'm going to give you two variations, the basic pose and an advanced pose. So the basic pose first. Then we're going to bring our arm up to here, okay? So now you can stay here if you'd like, or you can take it to the floor and get that bigger stretch. So choose whichever one works better for you. Deepen the breath. Remember, with that nice long stretch, firmly rooting the feet and get that foot. Lift your toes, spread your feet, and get that foundation. And bring it up. We're going to rotate to the other side, same thing. Let's set it up. Heel to heel, heel to arch, depending on where you are. Arm to the leg, bring the arm up and over, or you can go a little bit more advanced, palm to the floor. Get that big stretch and reach, firmly grounding the feet, lifting the feet, spreading the toes, getting an equal foundation from the inner foot to the outer foot, and reach and breathe. And bring it up. Good. Now, feet forward. From here, we're going to rotate it into a warrior one lunge. Now, the reason I want to do a lunge is because, see, we're going to come up on our back foot, our toes, and we're going to really work on pushing that heel back to get that stretch, not only on the foot, but on the back of the leg. So let's bring the arms up, inhaling, and as you exhale, bending that front leg, now pushing that heel back. Okay, deepen the breath, get that nice stretch on the bottom of the foot. Breathe. Release. Coming up to rotate it to the other side. Good. Coming into a lunge position, get yourself set up. Come up on those back toes, arms up, inhale. And then as you exhale, bending that front knee and then dropping that heel back, getting that stretch on the back of the leg and on the foot as your toes are dug into the mat. Gaze forward, deepen the breath. And bring it up. Rotate. Hands to the hips. Wiggle the feet in. Good. From here, we're going to be working on our foundation, standing. So we're going to be doing just a couple basic things in mountain, then we're going to do a few other poses, then come back to the floor. So from here, I want you to lift your toes, spread your toes, and root your toes. Get that strong foundation so that your feet are evenly dispersing the weight from the big toe, little toe, inner heel, outer heel, and it feels like you're rooting evenly. Think of an elevator going down. It's smooth. It doesn't go like this. Just like that. Root it down firmly now. I want you to bring your arms to your side, point your fingers down. I want you to firm up your thighs. I want you to draw your navel in, tuck your tailbone under. Shoulder blades drawing down the back, reaching with your fingertips to the floor, bringing your chin slightly forward. Deepen the breath, activate the body, activate all the muscles. It should be like on like a light switch. Every muscle active. This is a pose that you can practice practically anywhere, and it helps on so many levels. It helps with your lower back, helps with your abdominal. If we learn to stand straighter, we'll breathe better, and it will keep our body from going out of whack. So something as simple as this is extremely beneficial on a daily basis. Now from here, using that foundation, firmly grounding in, we're going to be doing tree pose, Vrikshasana. Firmly grounding in that leg, firming it up, bringing the other leg into the inner thigh. Now you want to root, like the roots of a tree, down into the earth. So this is where it's going to be good. It's going to be great for balance, great for focus, great for your foot, great for foundation. Get your breathing, deepen the breath. And release. Let's rotate it to the other side. Get that foundation, this leg firmed up, inner thigh with the other foot, tucking your bottom under, rolling that hip open, getting that foot, the toes spread so you have a nice strong foundation, dispersing the weight evenly. Gaze forward, deepen the breath. And release. From here, now we're going to be doing what's called like a toe chair. So we're going to come up and go down like this, okay? And we're going to come up on our toes and we're going to go down. We're going to do this one twice. So remember, as you're doing this, you're coming up as high as you can. You're setting your focus. You're breathing deeply. You're going to feel this, but it's going to be good for your feet because it's going to get that fresh blood flow to the toe, but it's also stretching the bottom of the foot. So we're trying to give our feet a lot of ways to stretch out so that they feel better when you're working. And some of these things, if you stand a lot at work, you can actually do some of these, and hopefully you will take advantage of these at your workplace. So from here, we're going to take our arms out, and then we're going to come up on our toes, and then we're just going to sit down. So coming up on the toes, deepen the breath. And coming up, and hands to the hips. Okay, one more. And as always, you can do these as many times as you want after the class. You can find certain poses that you like. So arms up, inhale, coming up on the toes, and then taking it down, holding a little bit longer this time. And come up. Good. And release. Now from here, we're just going to bring it back down into a squat, sticking out your bottom and sitting it back nice and deep and going back down. Coming back down to the floor, work on getting your feet forward. And we're going to come back into a down dog. Get the stretch. Now on this one, I want you to walk the heels up and down this time. Now come up on your toes, push it back, high tiptoe down dog, get that big stretch, and then drop the heels down. One more time, tiptoes, push back, heels down. And drop to your knees. Go to a hero pose, sit here for a moment, palms up. And then I want you just to release, crisscross your legs, sit on your bottom, lie on your back, and go to resting pose, Shavasana. Just relax here, stretch it out, arms to your side, palms up, breathe. Just take these next few moments just to allow your body to fully just soak it in, relax, and surrender to your breath. Just allow yoga or yoga practice to do what it needs to do at this moment, because this is truly the time where the body, the mind, the breath all sync together. Take the peace and the strength and share it. Namaste.